Hey everyone, we'd like to introduce you to the new motorhome we've bought to get us around Europe for the next 2 years. So here it is. So we'll take you through a look inside and do a little bit of a before because it needs a fair bit of cleaning.
A lot.
So straight up on the outside, the awning is mouldy and needs cleaning. Same with the big storage box on the roof. So all the door panels are loose, they're all missing screws, as are half of the shelving, half of the shelves. So here we are inside, driver and passenger seat. It is a column shift manual, might be pretty new to most of you back home. Yes, that's a hole in the dash which is covered by duct tape. A few cool little perks, we have a safe in the car. A few not so cool perks, there's just randomly exposed wires everywhere, and the tree branches are supposed to keep rats out apparently. It's a Swedish thing.
It's a farm.
Wall panel is non-existent over here. This is the first of 2 beds. The car is full of flies, dead flies, though there are a few alive. The fly screens and blinds don't exactly work properly. So this top bed simply just pulls back to make a nice little double bed. It's quite cold up there at the moment, probably because there's a wall panel missing, same with insulation. All our air vents are full of flies as well.
Can we talk about the positives?
That's a duct tape line. Sorry, that's not duct tape. That's just masking tape, because there's about a 8mm gap. Someone doesn't know how to measure. Looking around the back, this is just an external cupboard, which our gas tank is in. We've got 4 speakers around the place, only one works. All the cupboards open differently, some are on magnets, some are a pull, and some are a twist. It's all a little bit confusing. So this is the back of our car. This is our dining area. Sink and a little grill. Down under here we have a fridge which is secured by a screw. So there's our little fridge.
With flies in it.
Yeah, there's flies in that too. More random wiring down the bottom. In the back here, this table folds down, and the cushions from the side can turn that into another small double bed. We got all our cupboards up around the top, and a bit of shelving. This is where all our power comes from, so we can run it off battery or externally via someone's power point. And that runs all the lighting in the place, so very old school lighting. And this light over here doesn't actually work, so that also needs replacing. Going through the cupboards on the side, this is the wardrobe, underneath which is a hot water tank and a heater, and there's a board that covers all of that up. Up the side there is to get rid of all the gas fumes, and we also have a TV antenna tucked in the corner. So moving through, we've got our bathroom. So little shower floor, got our toilet and fold down sink. So there's our sink, mirrors around the sides, and no shower curtain, which isn't ideal either because the car will fill up with moisture. So that's basically what we've got so far. So hopefully in the next week or so we can tidy it up a little bit.
Starting now.
Yeah, we've got some grand plans for it. So all of these edges stick out. Rather silly. So we're going to sand all those back, and we're probably going to give the car a nice little coat of white paint, make the place look a little bit bigger. Just for starters, recover all the cushions, possibly get rid of this table because it's impossible to actually get in and around and sit around, which isn't ideal either. We'll see about the curtains, but all those blinds and fly screens need to get moved or fixed. So that's our starting point, and we'll give you an update in a few weeks, and hopefully it looks a little bit more homely and a little bit more likely to get us around Europe.
Yep.
So before we go, we'll just head outside and give you a quick outside tour. So that's what it looks like outside the car. Down in here is the engine. Yes, it's very small. Half of that's actually taken up by the spare wheel. So there's not much power in this thing, but we don't plan on speeding anywhere, so we should be right.
Does comfortably 80 kilometers an hour.
The roof has bits of mould growing all over it, mainly just because of the snow. It is very old and lots of it is falling apart, but it seems pretty good mechanically. Have a few little dodgy mechanical things going on. That's a zip tie holding our exhaust up. So that's going to get replaced pretty fast. Our rear bumper's actually falling off. I think the screws are just managing to hold that in. The reversing camera doesn't work.
It's non-existent actually.
So
the only part that's left of the reversing camera is the actual camera.
So that's not great. We do have a bike rack on the back, which is really nice. Part of it is rusted though. So all these windows need a pretty good scrub as well. They've all got bits of mould on them. You can get on the roof. As I mentioned earlier, that box is covered in mould and that's going to disappear soon. All the rubber bits to lock it down are actually falling apart as well. So not too great from that end. Over this side, that little door is to empty the toilet out if we want. And then there's just external power outlets and a place to fill the car up with water. So that's our car.
But hey, we love her anyway. And she's a bit old. 1988 model Fiat Ducato. But she's got class and personality and we need help nicknaming, so give us some suggestions now that you've seen the car. And yes, we are nicknaming the car. See you later.
Alright, catch you later guys.